Dissava was a feudal and colonial official in Sri Lanka, originating from the Sinhalese kingdoms. It was retained under the successive European colonial powers, namely the Portuguese Empire, the Dutch East India Company and the British Empire. Portuguese. The Portuguese continued the administrative units of Dissavanes, which existed in the territories the Portuguese gained from former Sinhalese kingdoms. During the Portuguese rule there were four such Dissavanes. The civil, military and judicial administration of these units were carried out by a Dissava appointed by the Portuguese captain-general in keeping with the tradition of the land. The Dissava led the Lascarines, which was the local militia in time of war. Initially both Sinhalese and Portuguese were appointed to this post, thereafter Portuguese were preferred. He was assisted in military functions by Mudalias Mahandirams and Arakchis. In judicial functions he was assisted by Basnaikas and Mahoklas. Each Dissavanes was divided into subunits called Corrals. These were presided by a Corral Vidana, who was a magistrate and revenue collector. The Dutch continued the system of administration of the Portuguese but gradually reduced the power of the local headmen. The Dissavas were members of the political council of the Commandery, the locality they belonged to. Kandyan Kingdom. Persons were appointed to the title and office by the king during the Kingdom of Kandy. These appointees headed the administration of a large province of the kingdom known as the Dissava and was the king's personal representative, tax collector in that area. There were 21 provinces, of which 12 of the larger outlying provinces were Dissava. There was no time limit for the officer holder, as he held the post at the pleasure of the king, which meant throughout his life, if not incurred the displeasure of the king. It was not hereditary, although members of the same family have been appointed. His king's personal representative in a province, they held much power, controlled the civil administration, taxation, judicial, law enforcement and military matters of the province. Many close relatives of the king being commonly appointed, they received a portion of the taxation as pay and also large land grants from the king, some being hereditary. Along with Adigas and a few others high officials of the kingdom, they made up the Radla caste, who were referred to as the chieftains of Kandy by the British. Many were instrumental in the surrender of the Kandyan kingdom to the British and were signatories to the Kandyan Convention in 1815. 10 Dissavas of the Kandyan kingdom: Dissava of Welasa and Amp Bintana, Dissava of Matale, Dissava of Udayapalada, Dissava of Nuwara Kalawiya, Dissava of South Calls, Dissava of Toon Calls, Dissava of Sabaragamuwa, Dissava of Hathra Calls, Dissava of Uva, Dissava of Tamankaduwa. British. Following the expansion of British rule into the provinces of the former Kandyan kingdom since 1815, the British retained the office of Dissava, appointing Kandyans loyal to the British Crown. Following the UVA rebellion in 1818 and changes to the administrative divisions of the island with the creation of districts, British government agents took over the duties of the Dissava, with the remaining and newly appointed Dissavas being mere honorary titles. After Ceylon gained independence in 1947, these appointments were never made. Notable appointees: Molagada Adigawa, singularity to the Kandyan Convention, First Adika and Amp Dissava of the South Calls, Kapitipola Dissau, leader of the UVA rebellion of 1818, PB Bulankulami Dissava, Ceylonese cabinet minister, Barnes Ratwat Dissau, politician, Harris Luki Ratwat Dissau, politician.